It's a battleground showdown. I'm Jacqueline Policastro at the site of Hillary Clinton's election night event.
And I'm Ted Fioraliso at Donald Trump's home base, where the candidates are targeting voters in these final hours.
As voters prepare to head to the polls, state leaders are making sure Kentucky will have accurate results.
We have check after double check.
How they're planning to prevent voter fraud.
And hundreds of crews are still battling forest fires in eastern Kentucky. Is there any relief in the forecast for firefighters?
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
It is the last full day of campaigning for the presidential candidates, and it is also one of the busiest. Good afternoon, I'm Sam Dick.
And I'm Amber Philpott. It has been a whirlwind day of rallies and events for the candidates. Our Washington Bureau team is in New York, and they're breaking down the race in our top story at 4:30.
It's an all-out race to the finish for Hillary Clinton. Voters in swing states are getting the most attention. The president, first lady, and vice president are even on the campaign trail. Clinton and her biggest supporters are making stops in 5 states: Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. Clinton's team tells me they're expecting a win.
Tomorrow is the election, but that is just the beginning. We have to heal this country. We have to bring people together, listen and respect each other.
The final push is not only happening in person. The Clinton campaign is airing a 1-minute commercial in 11 swing states through Election Day. Reporting on the Clinton campaign, I'm Jacqueline Policastro. Now let's go to Ted Fioraliso with the Trump campaign.
Jacqueline, just as busy of a schedule for Republican nominee Donald Trump and his running mate Mike Pence. Between the two of them, they're crisscrossing nearly all the same battleground states. Trump took the stage in Sarasota, Florida this morning.
Florida's my second home, a state I love so much. We're doing very, very well in Pennsylvania. Very well. You watch what's going to happen in Pennsylvania. The miners are going to come out. The workers are going to come out. The steel workers who lost their jobs are coming out.
Trump and Pence will end their day together with a primetime rally in Manchester, New Hampshire. That's followed by a late-night event in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Both Trump and Clinton making the Big Apple their home for election night. Reporting from Trump Tower, I'm Ted Fioraliso.
Preparations are well underway here in Fayette County and across the Bluegrass for Election Day. Voter turnout in the state is expected to be high. Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes says they're projecting turnout across the Bluegrass to be around 60% based on absentee ballots. And voter fraud has been a concern for many this election. Both Grimes and the Fayette County clerk tell us they are confident that tomorrow's results will be accurate.
I want everyone to know that I am 100% confident in our system. We have check after double check. We have counter check on the double check. It's going to be fine. We will count everybody's vote accurately and fairly. At the end of the day, we'll find out who wins.
Polls in Kentucky open at 6 a.m. They close at 6 p.m. If you are in line at 6, you will get to vote. We will have complete election coverage starting even before the polls open at 6 a.m. and we'll continue with special election coverage throughout the day and the night. We'll be here when the polls close at 6 p.m. and we'll be keeping tabs on all of the races as those numbers come in. Plus, we will have interactive results for you on WKYT.com.
New this afternoon, Lexington police say they are investigating an incident that happened over the weekend at a downtown restaurant. We've taken several calls from viewers asking what happened at Portofino Saturday night. Police tell us that about 7 that night, 5 teenagers came into the restaurant asking to charge their phones and use the restroom. Shortly after that, police say employees confronted the group because they believed an employee's property had been stolen. The teenagers told police they were assaulted by the employees. Paramedics did treat one person at the scene, but they didn't say who was treated, and police say that they have received conflicting stories as to how that person was hurt. Police are still investigating. Lexington police are looking into what caused a fire at a new adult daycare this afternoon. Firefighters were called to the facility on the corner of Armstrong Mill and Appian Way just after noon. We're told that today was the first day the facility was fully operational. It used to be a child care facility. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Investigators believe the fire started outside the building. Our news partners at the Herald Leader report that police have taken one person into custody, but no word on any possible charges.
Parts of Kentucky are in desperate need of rain as crews continue to battle wildfires throughout eastern Kentucky. Crews are now fighting at least 20 different fires spreading over 11,000 acres this afternoon. 5 fires were contained over the weekend, but a new one popped up Friday in Breathitt County. The biggest fires continue to be in Harlan and Letcher counties as well as Pike County. The National Guard will continue dropping water over smaller fires today to ensure that they don't grow.
We've got our containment lines in. The fire is roughly 3,000 acres in size. We've been on it 3 days. We had multiple crews on it. Got our fire commission in on it. They got pumpers and engines. And we're looking to maybe try to get a grasp on it tomorrow.
Nearly 400 workers from across the state are helping with fire relief efforts in eastern Kentucky. And crews battling those fires have not had Mother Nature on their side, that's for sure. November has been dry so far, but we are tracking some changes in the forecast. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is in the Weather Center. I'm not sure they're really going to help, right, Chris?
Yeah, you know what? If we can get some drops in there, at least it may slow the progress down tomorrow night. And some indication we could get in on at least a 2 or 3 hour period of some steady light rains tomorrow night. But today's fire situation in eastern Kentucky is much worse than what we were talking about last week. You can just tell that by the amount of smoke that is blowing into parts of central Kentucky. So you've got all these fires, and notice the winds that are coming from the south and even the east. So it's pushing a lot of that smoke from the fires into southeastern Kentucky right on in to the Lexington area and points to the north and northwest from there. So yeah, we need some rain. Defender Radar Network, hey, you're not going to get anything tonight into the first half of tomorrow. We are tracking clouds to the west. Here's your hope for tomorrow night and into Wednesday morning. That's a cold front with a little wave of low pressure that is spinning on top of the Wichita area. That'll be on top of us tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, and that has a chilly blast of air coming in behind it, but that will give us at least a shot for a couple of hours of rain starting late tomorrow afternoon and carrying us into tomorrow night. When I come back in a few minutes, guys, we got the hour-by-hour forecast for rainfall to show you just how much or how little rain may actually come down from the skies. And then we've got the coldest air of the season on tap for the weekend. We'll see you in a few.
Thanks, Chris. There is a new push for Lexington police to take a different look at how they are dealing with prostitution in the city. Police are treating the prostitutes as victims and instead focusing on getting the Johns and pimps. Police say that if the Johns and pimps are out of the picture, a prostitute will be more likely to get some help. 90%, they say, of the prostitutes in Lexington are addicted to drugs. WKYT's investigative team met one woman trying to get out of her life as a prostitute.
How does it work? You just keep saying like $20. Is that typically what you get?
Depends on pretty much what you do. You can make more, but the least you'll make is $20.
Amber's at the live desk now with our investigative reporter, Miranda Combs, with more on how her story, what you'll see in that tonight at 6. Amber?
Sam, thank you. Miranda, this was an unexpected and, quite frankly, raw look inside the life of prostitution here in town.
It wasn't. When we first came onto this story, we talked to the detective that works these cases. You know, we really need to see and talk to a person who actually is in the midst of this struggle, and thought there would be some resistance there, but he said, hey, I can get you to somebody in a couple of minutes, and he took us down 7th Street, and sure enough, we met up with a couple of the women that he's dealt with quite a bit over the past years.
First of all, I can't believe that they talked to you,
right.
But incredible that they did. This one particular woman, she explained that her relationship with police has sort of changed over time.
And that's why they talk to us. They have such respect for the police in the area, and that's changed a lot. She talked about the fact that they used to run from police, of course, all the time, worried about getting arrested. Now they know that police are there to help them and hopefully get them out of this situation. The problem with that, though, is it takes them wanting to do it themselves. Obviously, they can't be forced into a situation of rehab. A lot of times, as we talk about, and we'll talk about in the story, 90% of these women are addicted to drugs, so there's more to it than just getting out of the prostitution part of this.
Police have made an effort that they think by not arresting these women, maybe men, and instead of going after the people that are actually controlling them and actually trafficking them is the best way to do it.
And what's interesting in this story is this is a lot about community policing. They talk about the old ways just weren't working. You can't lock them up. You can't lock your way out of this problem. We're going to have to deal with the actual issues that these prostitutes are dealing with. So very interesting story, an interesting take on the way the police department is going and when they look at this from here on out.
We don't always see it from these sides,
no,
that's for sure. So that story coming up tonight from Miranda at 6. Sam?
And we're tracking several other stories for you this afternoon. Coming up on WKYT News at 5, the football Cats moving on past their loss to Georgia. Coach Mark Stoops breaks down that game for us and what they need to do to beat Tennessee this week.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Smoky skies across central and eastern Kentucky. Those wildfires, the forest fires that continue to burn into the eastern and southern parts of the area. A lot of that smoke is drifting into the bluegrass area. Take a look at a live cam out of Jackson, and my goodness, look at the amount of smoke that is filling the air. You, at least in some cases here, can't see more than a couple miles away, if that, in local areas. Lexington. Smoke, you notice that little bit of a kind of an orange tint to the sky? That's the smoky conditions we're getting. We need rain. Goes without saying. Talked about this for the past several weeks. Didn't like the setup because we had such a wet summer, producing a lot of overbrush. You had a lot of overgrowth, a lot of brush, fuel for fires. Then all of a sudden, the fall turned dry as the proverbial bone, and here we are, dealing with the consequences of a wet summer and a dry fall. And we need rain. And here it comes into parts of the Mississippi Valley. Scattered stuff out ahead of a little area of low pressure that by late tomorrow on your election day will be right on top of central and eastern Kentucky. Most of your election day is dry, at least when you're going to the polls. Now, once we get deep into the afternoon, bluegrass region and west, a shower. Tomorrow evening, I expect it to be a little on the wet side into much of central and eastern Kentucky as a cold front makes its way on into town. So election day, smoke is in the air. Late day showers will develop. That'll carry us into Wednesday morning. Then it turns very chilly throughout the day. You're in some areas, eastern Kentucky, we may stay in the upper 40s. Thursday, mix of sun and some clouds with a seasonal chill that is in the air. Don't expect a just widespread soaking rain. Can we get enough to knock down some of those fires? Yes. Will it be enough to completely put an end to them? No. That's probably not what we're going to be dealing with, but a local 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain can't be ruled out. Then that takes us toward the weekend, and the coldest air of the fall season is upon us. Cold front is going to drop its way in from north to south as we go into Friday night and Saturday morning, and watch that cold air that just settles its way on into town through our Saturday and into our Sunday as well. We're going to drop it into the 20s by the time we go into Saturday night and Sunday morning. And that is the beginning now of what is likely to be a much colder pattern for the second half of November. I know you're saying, well, it should be colder in the second half. I'm talking about in relation to normal. I think we're going to flip the script, and it wouldn't surprise me if we're not talking over the next 2 to 3 weeks of a little early season taste of winter across Kentucky and surrounding areas. 7-day forecast, though, guys, a much colder look than what we have been showing of late. Rain chances, best chance is tomorrow night and Wednesday morning.
Incredible. We think those wildfires are so far away from us.
Yeah.
When I got up this morning, stepped out my door here, I was like, whoa, that's how you know it's pretty bad.
And the winds are coming from the south and southeast, so it's picking up some of those fires. You're even getting some smoke coming out of the mountains of North Carolina and East Tennessee to be entrained all the way in here.
Long way off.
Yeah, a long way.
Chris, thank you.
It's a brand new publication and free to you, the launch party of Bridal Bliss magazine. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about today.
All things bridal, that is the latest on an all local to Lexington publication called Bridal Bliss.
And our Deanne Stevens is out and about today checking out the launch party. Hey, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are preparing for a big old launch party that's about to happen in just about an hour here at Purton Rental and Sales. It's all in celebration of this, Bridal Bliss, a magazine that's coming to life tonight. This young lady is one of about 3 who have worked very hard at putting this together. Sarah Burton is with us. And Sarah, how did Bridal Bliss come to life?
Well, we all 3 have quite a bit of experience in the wedding industry here, and we just wanted to be able to have information out there for the brides. The magazine is free for them to pick up, and we just want them to be able to plan their wedding no matter when their wedding is during the year.
And this party, from what I understand, is like one for the vendors, because the vendors are always having to work the weddings, right?
Yes, we've got a photo booth. We've got Kentucky Sounds here DJing. We've got a cake from Sweets by Cindy. We've got all kinds of fun stuff tonight.
And probably the best part about this publication, I think, for people watching, Becca, is the fact that it's free. How were you guys able to do that?
We were so lucky and so blessed to be able to have amazing vendors here in Lexington who have supported us. They've come behind us and just said, you know what, ladies, we believe in you and we would like to help support you. So in order for that to happen, they buy advertising, and that way we can just hand it out to brides who want the inspiration.
And you and I were just talking, this place, Lexington, Kentucky, you said, Deanne, Lexington is a destination wedding. Tell me more about that. Who knew? I was thinking a beach.
I absolutely had no idea until I became a part of the wedding industry. Because we have the horse farms and the bourbon trail here, everyone is so excited to come to Lexington and get that rustic, that elegant, that really natural country feel that Kentucky is known for, and why not put that in a wedding?
And you guys had somebody from England recently who did a wedding here in Lexington, Kentucky?
Absolutely. One of our featured brides is actually her. She went to school here in Kentucky, and then her fiance was from England. And we're like, let's put him in the magazine.
I love it. Well, Bridal Bliss magazine, you can actually either see tonight at the launch party, or Sarah, how can folks get their hands on it?
We will have them available at Purdon Rental on sale starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and then we will also have on our social media accounts where you can pick those up tomorrow and Wednesday.
Check it out, Bridal Bliss. Are y'all ready to cut the cake? Am I allowed to cut this thing? I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys. Big celebration tonight.
Thanks, Deanne.
Cut the cake.
Cut
right?
it.
All right. Donald Trump's political journey is getting the superhero treatment with his own comic book.
Donald Trump, the road to the White House is about Trump's rise to political power and his campaign for the presidency. The artists at Storm Entertainment are known for comic books featuring well-known politicians. The artists say they hope the Trump comic will promote literacy and knowledge of the political process.
Hillary Clinton has had some major names at her rallies, but she's saving the boss for last. Bruce Springsteen will join Clinton in her final rally in Philadelphia tonight. The singer is part of a lineup that includes President Obama, the First Lady, Bill Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, and John Bon Jovi. Springsteen helped campaign for President Obama back in 2012.
This is something I'm hoping you and I can try. Coming up, social media has been hit by a new trend that involves doing nothing whatsoever. Have you heard of the mannequin challenge, Sam? We'll explain next.
Can we just freeze here? You brought up something that I relate to totally, because this morning I woke up, went outside, and I thought, well, who's burning leaves?
Same
and I
thing.
realized,
yeah.
okay.
It took me a minute to kind of go, oh my gosh, this is how bad it really is. And Chris, you can see it out there. It's still a little hazy in some of your shots you're showing us.
Kind of looks like a summertime view when you get those hazy afternoons, except this go around, it is foggy. That Lexington cam has just the kind of brown tint to it. That is incredible to see here. Look at Corbin. That is Interstate 75. And you've got smoky conditions. Jackson with smoke-filled skies as well, and that smoke getting all the way into parts of northern Kentucky and smelling it as far to the north as southern Indiana and southern parts of Ohio. And the smoky weather will carry us through tonight and into the day tomorrow as well. Hopefully we get some rain ahead of a cold front that will dive in here tomorrow night. We'll track that just ahead. Right now, let's see what's going on the roads. With live drive traffic, here's Officer Don.
Two collisions working right now. One is on Newtown Pike near I-75. That's a non-injury crash that's causing delays. Another one at Waller and Elizabeth. They're in the process of clearing that crash as we speak. Drive times this afternoon. To Versailles, 12 minutes. To Paris, about 21. To Georgetown, holding at 19. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. A wild half-court shot, another wild internet craze, and a wild bet pays off.
It's a video that will have you talking. Take a look at this. Oh, wish we could be this guy, right? A fan's first time at an Oklahoma City Thunder game. Had a stellar ending. Look at that. The fan, Tony, chose him to shoot a half-court shot at the Timberwolves and Thunder game in Oklahoma City. And as you can see, celebration because he nailed that shot. That earned him $20,000. And Tony says he's going to use that money to help pay off his student loans for college.
Good for him. So long, Harlem Shake. Hello, mannequin challenge. It seems the latest internet craze is people freezing where they stand for an extended period of time, mannequin style. The fad is spreading fast across social media. We even saw fans at Rupp Arena doing it last night during the game against Asbury. We still don't know how they were able to get all those fans to stand still long enough to do it. Even our own WKYT crew got in on the challenge last night for us. So pretty cool. We're going to see a lot of that.
That takes a lot to get 20-some thousand people.
It does.
Yeah, that's great. A Cubs fan is especially happy now that his team has won the World Series because he won a major bet. When his wife Katie, a former Miss America, found out that she was pregnant earlier this year, she presented her husband with the bet.
So she said, okay, how about this? If the Cubs win the World Series, then he can be Wrigley, and if not, then he's Oliver.
I had my doubts in the Cubs, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's sweet. The couple had their third child, a boy, on Halloween, and yes, they named him Wrigley.
That's what happens when you make a bet.
Yeah.
You have to follow through with it.
Wrigley. That's very
Wrigley.
distinct. And if he lives in Chicago, he'll be
perfect.
beloved by many.
Perfect. Stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now at 5 o'clock.